Lights in the distance, a forgotten town. No, I'm on my way. Oh, I'm on my way. So stand on the edge of the world with me.
Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. How are we all doing? I just can't believe we're at the end of another month. It is the end of April 2025. It is Wednesday the 30th of April 2025. Tomorrow it's going to be May. So here we are with a Ask Me Anything live. That's right, because it's a nice way of treating myself at the end of a month. I don't have a script. I don't have a topic. You are in the driving seat. You can put all the questions that you have for me in the chat. You can ask me about anything. Whether I answer anything, that's a different story. But all you need to do is put a Q at the start of your question, because I know sometimes you're just asking questions to other people in the chat and they're not to be read out. And so, if you put a Q at the beginning, I can then use my broadcast system to queue it up. And then I can save it for later. But normally I'd start off with a bit of rambling anyway. But I hope you're all doing good. Frantically wrapping up some work so I can just jump onto this. It has just been... I feel like a broken record. Things have been so wild. So full on. I miss gaming. You remember gaming? I miss gaming. I've done a little bit of gaming this week, but it's mainly been work stuff. Although I did sign up for Quest Plus, which on the Meta Quest it gives you a catalogue of games, because I was visiting my parents last weekend, and we had some fun playing some VR games in the garden. And one of them on Quest Plus is 11 table tennis, which I've always wanted to play. It's not come to PSVR 2 yet, hoping that it does one day, and it's really good fun. So I played a bit of that, and actually I did play it last night. I basically, when I need to get a bit of exercise, because I normally don't leave my desk for like 12 hours at a time, I'll try and get a 10-minute break. So now I sort of go downstairs, put on the headset, it's nice and quick, have a quick round against someone on 11 table tennis, and gets the blood flowing as well. And I went on yesterday, like evening, and I was playing some little kid in the UK. Thought, it's a nice little, pleasant little kid. And he was like, "You're effing shit, you are." And then he says, "You're such a fat." And then he used the C word. And I was just like, out of all of the games I've ever played in VR, I've never been called that. And if I was to put money, if I had to put money on a VR game where someone was just going to unprovoked, because he was winning as well, he was winning the match, it's not as if I was like winning, he just called me a fat C word, I wouldn't have guessed it was 11 table tennis. So there we go. That was wild. And call me naive, and actually maybe this might be going in the other direction. I always had this assumption that by being in virtual reality, you have a much more empathetic connection with people that you're spending time in the space with, because when you're playing a flat screen game, you just shout in like you are at a sports match. It's on a screen over there. But when you're in a game, you're in that shared space. I was at a table tennis table. I was just opposite some random kid, And he was just like, you're such a... Yeah. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. Well, the questions are coming in. Just going to say hello to some people in the chat. We got Popsicle, who says quite rightly, just don't get zucked into meta stuff. Very good, very good. Cali Timecat, he says, it's Q&A day already. Yeah, it is. Happy Wednesday. How was the Phasmophobia multiplayer? Really good. Really, really good. We had a good time together. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And Karina, I feel like I should have the soundboard, but then I'd probably get a copyright strike for that. Agramonia, hello. How's everyone doing? Good to see you all here. Thank you, everyone. And anyone who's watching is new. Salvador, good to see you here. Good to see everyone. Looper said maybe he was playing in mixed reality, so you invaded his house. Maybe so. Because if someone invades your house, the first thing you do is you call them a fat C word. Unbelievable. Hello, Ciago. Very, very colourful. Very colourful keyword you got there. But yeah. So that was it. But the other thing I'll talk about, do you know what? I'll see if I've got this this video on... on here. Okay. Let me see if I got this. So, when I was at my parents', there is a game called Home Sports, where you can play bowling. I showed that clip of in the hallway playing bowling in VR, but it's not just mixed reality, it's shared mixed reality, where it plots out in mixed reality. So I'm trying not to yawn. And also, let's get some background music on. We do this? Chill. I need to get some new background tunes as well. That's on my to-do list. My massive to-do list that is ever growing. But yeah, so you create a world and then you're both playing that mixed reality game in the same world. That's what happened with the bowling. But the other thing you can do is you can do this. So this was me and my dad playing badminton in the garden. I mean, I was absolutely terrible at it. Check this out. I mean, I don't know where I'm going at the moment. Oh, and that's us playing pickleball. Now, we're playing pickleball here. And this was fun. It is amazing. It's really good. And it's the fact you got like the score. The score's also behind me as well. So you got that. My mum, bless her, she wanted to play, but my mum had hurt her leg, so she couldn't move around a lot. But you can choose the size, because obviously if you're playing indoors, you might not have a place that big. So this was the size that we played for my mum. Bless. Oh, so good. To be honest, Canic Tunes, I only heard of pickleball last year, I think. But it's good fun. Any lag? Maybe sometimes, but like barely noticeable. I mean, you're seeing a little bit there, I guess. Is this augmented reality? It's mixed reality, so you know, you're looking at a screen in your headset that is showing you the outside world. But yeah. Oh, Kira, you got the 2 years membership. So what color is your thing? That's awesome. That's super fancy. Thank you so much for that, Kira. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Well, the last thing I was going to show you was, so there is a game called Spatial Ops where you can create your own world. You can design it. So this is it that we're looking at here. I wish I'd filmed it in wide. So I'll show you the later one, which is this. And let me turn the chill music off because actually I think the song's at the end anyway. So I used a template for the middle bit, and then I built everything else. And I like put a wall up over where the decking was, so when my mum was sunbathing, she couldn't be hit by bullets. But this was me and my dad messing around in it. And yeah, let me show you this. Just check this out. So you just pick up stuff. You see I've put walls everywhere. And it is great. Imagine this Pokemon. I know, it would be great, wouldn't it? Look, and I even like put turrets down and designed them.
We're on top, Agent. You can win.
And this stuff, guys, was so incredible. And we were just playing me versus him. And what's amazing is, you can't hear us in this, but me and my dad are just running around panting and like laughing out loud. Like the neighbours must have wondered what the hell we were playing at. But yeah, that's a hill thing. But it's just super immersive. There you go. I was hitting him. And then you can add bots in. So like early on was like this. Taking out my dad. And then you have to go to like respawn points. But like you can see those are bots in there. So you could do like capture the flag. Control the spawn points. This is just like... Isn't this impressive? And this has all been done in the headset. It's rendering the game, it's rendering your environment, and it's also tethering. So me and my dad are in the same space. And I think you can play up to 8 players.
Well done, squad.
So I think this was when we were playing capture, but it was too small. And when you spawn, you're like invincible for a short period. So I need to make... You can customize it so that you don't start, like, invincible like that. But yeah, like, let's go back to... Yeah, here's me and my dad just, like, saying, this is what we're going to be playing. Just me and him. I can put bots in there. Let's do it after the bots. I think this is when I throw myself. Just using a minigun in a garden on a Sunday. And by the way, those red things are where there's actual stuff in the garden, and I marked them because you can choose the color, and you can like unlock different cosmetics. So you could have a Western themed environment and things like that, which is super cool. But yeah, this is all incredible, guys. It's just so immersive. That's what we were showing earlier. But yeah. Anyway, let's go back here. Let's take off the double me. Don't need double me. But yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Kira, like, oh my goodness. Let me load up the YouTube chat. I want to see what your icon is. I mean, I should know because I designed them. But let's have a look here. And keep the questions coming, people. I'm saving all the questions. Just put a Q at the beginning. And I will make sure I've got them all saved. Nice. Cool. I've got 5 questions at the moment. Double moles is always a good laugh, you say. Oh my goodness. Is this... Wait, where's... Oh, there we go, yeah. You get the teal. Yeah, that was going to be the 2-year one. There you go. The teal Planet Earth. It's a good one, that. It's a good one, that. Thank you so much for the support, honestly. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Golden is for 1 year. Yeah, and then I was like, what do you get after gold? And I was like, it's got to be teal. I don't know if I can add another one after that. Like every year. Maybe it has like a star under it. I have no idea. I'm going to have to think about that. Get some new ones designed. Cool. Right, let's start going through some of your questions. But yeah, how cool was all that mixed reality stuff? Like, super, super fun. And considering that is like what I'd call first generation domestic, I think it's very exciting what could come next. I'll answer this one, actually, because it relates to it. So, how do you set up outdoor multiplayer games? Do you all see the same thing? So, with that game, one of you is hosting, and what you do is it maps out your environment, like it knows your spatial space. That's what the MetaQuest can do, and it does it very, very well. And then you can use a template of like and I'd use a template of like the middle bit, and then I would like be placing walls and stuff and choosing the size of the walls, the colours, like the different cosmetics. Do you want a window? Do you want a door? All this sort of stuff. You build all that, and then I host a game because I've saved the map, and then I invite my dad, and it will just like load it up, and so it loads it in his space. And we are both in a shared area, so that's great. For the sports game, setup takes a little bit longer, and I guess because in a sports game it's a lot more precise because obviously you're hitting a ball in space, and so what you'll do is you'll both stand wherever you want, and you'll have all these dots around you, and you just have to keep turning your headset, keep looking around until all the dots, when you're looking at dots, they like shrink until they disappear. So you have to keep turning until all the dots disappear, clearly mapping out the spatial space. And then you look at each other, and then the host basically uses like a map on the floor, and you put a ring under where the other person is. So clearly it's mapping out the distance between the two of you. Like, it's all super, super clever how it's done. I meant to say you all see the same thing. Yeah, so you all see the same thing. And I'm really, really impressed. But like, I would love to get like a group of people in a field. Like, I have a big field, like most of us do, near my house, where the kids play in that. But like, when it's empty, if I could get a group of people with MetaQuest headsets, and just like, you could create a massive capture the flag environment, like, oh, that'd be amazing. And that mode is in beta as well, so like, they've still got to add to it. So I just can't wait for the MetaQuest to sort of come down in price this year, hopefully, and more of my friends jump into it, so they bring the headsets over, and then we can play. Like, it'd be so good, so good. I mean, it's always risky me saying this because money is a very personal thing, but when I play an app like that, I'm just like, I think an app like that justifies the cost, you know, like alone, just that, if that was the only app that you were playing. If you had people to play with, of course. Because I think you get exercise, you're running around, it's fun, there's lots of different game modes, there's domination, where you got to control number of points. And also, when you save the maps, I could take that map to a different location, so you then deploy it, and then you choose, like, you can shrink it, or so there's lots of like clever stuff you can do there. So yes. Cool. Just saving a few more questions. Can they play remotely in that game? Like, if I'm in Colorado, can I play in my backyard where you play in yours and together? Not in that one. Not in those ones. Home sports you can, but you're playing like through a screen. You're not in. Actually, I think in the bowling alley one, actually, but I think it just swaps you around. It's not kind of the same thing. The one game that is very cool, and I've wanted to be playing it, but I've just never been able to team up with people. So if anyone here has MetaQuest and wants to play it sometime with me, let me know. It is called MetaQuest Party Versus. I think I showed this before. Didn't I, on a previous one? But I'll put it on now. Do you know what I'll do, actually? I'll just download the video and play it on screen, just so it's better quality. But yeah. Is this going to work? Oh, man, I need to have a big clear out on my computer, because every time I live stream, it records it, and I'm running out of space because of all the live streaming. I miss live streaming PSVR 2 games. There are so many games coming out as well. I'm going to PAX East next week. Time's running out. Time's running out to do stuff. That is for sure. Yeah, Caniction says it right. Get off those video games and go outside to play video games. That's exactly it. Hello, everyone. 8-bit MOS player says, hello, everyone. What is the topic for today? The topic is whatever you want it to be. Just leave some questions, but use the queue. And then I will add it to the list, and I will go through it. You are in the driving seat today. And May is packed. May is very, very packed. But yeah. Right, let's have a look here. Is this going to load? Because sometimes when I download it like this... Oh. We're good. We're good. Cool. Movies. Here we go. I'm pretty sure I have shown this before. But it's great. So you stand in your room and you're now in a quarter and you play games together. So it is like you're not in the same space, but it's like you're doing things. So you feel like your room is like 1/4 of everything else.
3, 4, 5, 6. Nom. Nom.
I just wish these had bigger player bases because they're so much fun. But it's also games that I'd love to play with friends, but it's just they don't have headsets.
Check it out.
Yeah, super, super cool. By Shell Games, who will be at PAX East. Absolutely love what they do. Absolutely love it. Yeah, for me, like PSVR 2 is like a true VR gamer's headset. But MetaQuest is good for like social. Really good for social. And I wish PSVR 2 did more for social. But yeah. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of your questions. What have we got here? Mojo asks, if you could go on a holiday with 3 people you admire, who would it be and where would you go? Man, these... If I could go on holiday with 3 people I admire, like... Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to think about that. I'll come back to that. And I'll let everyone in the chat do the same. You can have a think about it as well. Trying to think. Canik says, how many times have you taken the high-speed trains? We don't have any yet in North America. I mean, we don't... Do we have high-speed trains in the UK? I mean, I guess they're high-speed. But, like, you're talking about, like, the bullet trains and stuff like that. I've never taken any. Kira says, are you team socks on or team socks are feet prisons? I've never heard that saying before. I wear socks. I wear socks a lot. What about everyone else there? Yeah? I wear socks. I guess we're going to have to make a poll for this, right? Here we go. Right, we're doing a poll. There's only one way to sort this out. Socks on or socks for feet prisons? Interesting. Interesting. Jason says, I have a PSVR 2. Is it worth it to get a Quest? I want one for when I travel, but only do that maybe once a year. Ah, man, it's such a personal question. I mean, I do believe Quest offers a lot of things that PSVR 2 doesn't. And that's not to say that PSVR 2 doesn't offer things that Quest doesn't offer. Like, they both offer different things. But for me, it's a question of, like, how much are you going to like social games? Like, going into, like, Horizon and checking out worlds like that and things people have created. How much are you interested in, like, social experiences, like looking at stuff on the big screen? Are you gonna like traveling and like watching movies on it? Like, it is really good for that. Are you gonna be using it as like a multiple screen so that when you're working you can have it like, you know, with multiple screens around you? Like, there's some really good uses for it. So for me, what I've said to some of my closest friends is, when Black Friday happens this year, because it's going to be here soon enough, if there are any sales on the Quest 3, then get one. I'd strongly recommend it. So the sock vote is going quite interestingly. Mason says, Q&A, don't know if you have mentioned it before, but what are your thoughts on the Switch 2, the Nintendo Switch? So, I wanted to get the original Switch. The last Nintendo console I had played, like, I didn't technically own it. It was my brother owned it. It was the N64, and I loved it. Perfect Dark was one of the best games ever made. I loved the custom multiplayer, where you could create your own, like, it could be you versus loads of, like, really weak enemies. It was just carnage. Really, really liked Perfect Dark. I loved Diddy Kong Racing. You could be in planes, boats, or hovercrafts, cars. And so the new Mario Kart world looks amazing for that. So I was going to get a Switch, and then I stopped because it was just at a time when I was like, you know what? I am going to get a PSVR. And so I jumped into the world of PSVR instead, and that was it. And then I was like, I'm going to see when they do like the 4K one or something like that. And then the OLED came out, and I wasn't sold on it. I thought, nah, it's cool, but not. I'm not completely sold on it. So the Switch 2 definitely has me interested, but it's a question of priorities and money and like how much am I going to be using it. A PlayStation Portal, I kind of feel like I'm going to be using it when I'm in bed, basically, and I don't need that distraction. But also, if I'm using a console in bed, I'd probably get a PlayStation Portal so I can keep playing PlayStation games. But I do miss playing Nintendo games. Like, they are really good fun. But Nintendo's very expensive as well. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. We've already done this. Popsicle says, is it 4 candles or handles for forks? Is it 4 candles or handles for forks? What are we talking about? Is this something we were talking about earlier and I'm just really late to the party? Anyway, last chance to vote on this question. Vote on the poll. If you haven't voted, vote now. Need to vote. Last chance to vote. I'm going to end the poll, and it's very close. Oh, it was the 2 Ronnie sketch, wasn't it? It was the 2 Ronnie sketch. That was it. I was wondering where I recognised it from. Popsicle also asked, will you play Wanderer when it's fixed? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've actually got a really cool clip of me speaking with Sam Ramley, who is the creative director of Mighty Eyes. Might get that posted tomorrow. But yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited to play more of that. I'm also excited for like my dad to check it out on Quest. Is there a poll? Weird, it didn't show up for me. Okay, maybe the poll isn't there for everyone. Interesting. Any more questions? Trixie asks, is VR chat available on PSVR? No, there are only 2 social games on PSVR 2. Like, specifically social games, which is Vegas Infinite and Gorilla Tag. I don't think there's anything else. There might be one more. I mean, you could talk about like Walkabout Mini Golf or Phasmophobia, but I'm talking about like actual proper social games. I mean, Among Us as well, but I'm talking about like actual social sandboxes. There aren't many at all. 8-Bit says, have a Quest 3 unopened in a box for the last 5 months. No time, barely even got into PSVR 2. I game vicariously through YouTube streams. You need to get it unboxed and play it. Right. On community VR games, have you seen the YouTuber Dirt the Gamer is doing a city challenge in No Man's Sky? No, I haven't seen this. I assume he's just going to be building a massive city in No Man's Sky. So yeah, cool. I don't know if Gorilla Tag is in the UK yet. I don't know. We need to check it. What is the furthest north, east, south, and west you've been on this world we live on? The furthest east Australia. That would be east, right? Because the international date line is east of Australia. The furthest west I've been would be California, I think. And the furthest north I've been, it's probably on a plane over like Iceland, right? When flying over to the States, but like where I've actually been, let's look on a map. Let's look have a look here. 1 second. Was almost giving away my location. Fortunately, it hadn't loaded fully yet. Here we go. So this is the Dateline, which has some interesting stuff about it actually that I could show. So yeah. Oh, actually no. The furthest west I've been is Seattle. Oh no, I've been to Vancouver. Vancouver Island. Yeah, so Vancouver Island. There we go. Ever played the Google Map games? Yeah, I think we once did it on this live stream. We should definitely do it again sometime. So there's that. And then the furthest north, so like Greenland flying over it, but I've been to Norway. I've been to Sweden. Sweden it is. And then, yeah. Australia. Oh. Yeah. Australia. And I've been in Queensland. Where's Brisbane? Brisbane's on like... Oh my god, Brisbane's all the way there. So that's the... Yeah. That's where I've been. Jesus Christ. I remember it took like 8 hours to like just fly that bit. It was wild. Stopped off on the way in Singapore. Loved it. Furthest south I've been is probably Brisbane. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. That was actually a good question. That was a really good question, actually. Man, yeah. What a world. Yeah, the journey is tough. Oh, Vancouver Island is absolutely beautiful. I've not been to Finland, though. Yeah. But the international date line I find absolutely fascinating because it's always a question of like where it goes through. Because you can literally step into tomorrow and yesterday. It's called the Diomede Islands. Here it is. The Diomede Islands. And there you go. That is like the line. You go from yesterday into tomorrow. It's so weird how the line is done like that. Isn't it strange? They're just like, yeah, we're going to do a line and then we're just going to go out here to the right. Yeah. There we go. Almost circumnavigated the world. Right, we're going to end this poll. Let's see what we said. What was the vote? Oh my god, it's 50-50. Is anyone else going to vote? You could have the winning vote. About socks. I know, right? Can you imagine going there on New Year's Eve? Be the first and last to experience it. Happy New Year! And then you're like, I'm going to wait, 24 hours? Again, that's wild, isn't it? The concept of time. What is my dream trip? Japan. I've always wanted to go to Thailand as well. Japan and Thailand I've always wanted to go to. I've also wanted to go... I've wanted to go to countries in Africa. Like, I wanted to go to Nigeria, Ghana, all down the west coast. South Africa would be great. Yeah, I'd love to experience some places, like especially in Nigeria, like is it Lagos? Would like to go to. It'd be awesome. Would be awesome. Right, I'm ending the poll. You've had your time, and the results are in. The results are in on the super important poll. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, it was this from Kira Cat Lady, who has been a member for 2 years. Thank you so much. And the results are this. Socks. Wow, it was very close. Look at this. Socks are feet prisons, supposedly. The majority of you think socks are feet prisons, so there we go. Democracy is a brilliant thing. I'm glad we've got it. Oh, the poll now reappeared after refreshing the stream. Karina said. So, okay. Right. Do hit the like button. I haven't said that. I don't often say that. Like, do hit the like button, people. Helps me out. Do hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. Right. What is better in your opinion, Quest or PSVR 2? Like, I think I'm going to answer that by just saying, like, if I could play VR right now, what would I rather go into? At the moment, because I'm very stressed and I need to chill, I'd just dive into the Quest for just some chill things. But, like, if I want to play some proper VR, PSVR 2. I mean, for me, Meta Quest is doing some great things, but I think it's very shallow. Technically, it's great, but the, like, content is very shallow. Whereas on PSVR 2, it just feels a lot richer and deep. So for me, PSVR 2 gets my vote, but I love Quest. Has anyone got any answers to this question, by the way? Anyone got any answers to this question? I'm still thinking. Let me just see. We've got some other questions coming in. If you've got any questions for me, just put a Q at the beginning. Just post it. Feet prisons win. Yes. I love all the conversation about socks. You're so funny. We could do some GeoGuessr, I guess, in a moment if you want to do that. What are your favourite musicians at the minute? Oh, I mean, I listened a lot to Architect's new album, metalcore band. It's really good. I listen to it a lot. I listen to a lot of lo-fi music and a lot of chill wave when I'm working, just because it gets me in the zone. So that's a big thing I do. So yeah. What are you most looking forward to in May? I mean, I'm working on some game releases at Flat to VR Studios, so I think I'll be relieved once they're out and we've got the ball rolling. I think tomorrow's going to be my 1 year anniversary of working at Impact Reality. I'll have to check. Which is pretty wild. I mean, look, PAX East is going to be amazing. I'm just struggling to focus on it at the moment just because I'm so broke after my last US trip. And money's tight this month, and I'm going out there. Although I have to say, everyone that's been donating to the Kickstarter, amazing. It's really going to help me out a lot with getting out there. I've booked all my flights and accommodation stuff. I'm excited to meet everyone out there. But yeah. Can you see if you can get an interview with Blair Ronald, developer of Lo-Fi, to see more about the games? Do you know, I want to start getting people back on this show. I've got so many great people that want to come on. We just need to get something in the diary. But because I'm normally like working at my desk and don't get to break away until like last minute, I just need to get a bit more organised. But the reality is, you know, if you heard about that joke, like, oh, some people are night owls, some people are early birds. I am a perpetually exhausted pigeon. That's me. What is my favourite song from the new Architects album? I mean, it changes around a lot, but I do love... man, what's the... It's called The Sky, The Earth, and All Between, right? It is... The song I like is... Evil Eyes. Evil Eyes. I think it's great. There's a lot of other songs I think I enjoy more, but Evil Eyes has just got a real good atmosphere to it. It has a very Deftones vibe to it as well. Do I think Sony will do a PSVR 3? Yeah, I think they will. I think it'll be a while, because I always say PSVR 2 is future-proofed. I think PSVR 2 will get optimised first before they work on a new one. And to be honest, we're going into a sort of a stage now where stuff gets iterated upon instead. Mojo says, one of my answers to my own question would be you, Myles. Okay. Second would be Hayao Miyazaki, just to hear stories of how he's working in Japan. And third would be Johnny Yong Bush, because he's a cool dude. Oh, who would I go on vacation with? I mean, if I go with like who would I go on a meal with? I think Keanu Reeves would be on that list. Keanu Reeves has just really good energy, and I think him and I would get on really, really well. I think I would enjoy oh man, who would I? Keanu Reeves. I'm just thinking like who I'd love to have long conversations with. And I feel like I had some really solid answers. It's just like it's not in my head at the moment. I kind of feel like oh man, who have I been listening to like loads of interviews of? This is a really great question. I just feel like lately I've been seeing interviews of people and I'm just like, I love their energy. I would love to chat with them. Maybe Laura Bailey. I think Laura Bailey might be on that list. She's a voice actress, but like performer as well in a lot of games. She was like in The Last of Us. She played Abby in that. She's pretty awesome. Who would the third person be? Keanu Reeves, Laura Bailey, and one other person are going to go to like on vacation somewhere just to hang out and chat. Have good food, talk about life. I don't know. I have to think about this. Is it worth getting a Pro or wait for the PS6? Oh man, I can't say that. If you have a PS5 already and you don't feel that it's holding back, then stick with it. Don't get a PlayStation 5 Pro. Noel Gallagher. I met Noel Gallagher at an airport when I was a kid. I was wearing a skiing hat, one of these jester hats, and I said, "Can I have a photo with you?" And he says, "If you take that stupid hat off." I'll have to dig it up sometime. But that was such a Noel Gallagher thing. Mason says, Robert Downey Jr., Bailey Zimmerman, and finally me. Oh, God, I'm getting invited on all these vacations. Hell yeah. I've had a random conversation with Sian Kevill the other day at a random London pub. I only realised who she was when I went home, as I don't watch TV. That's awesome. Did you watch The White Lotus season 3? I haven't watched any of White Lotus, and I haven't watched any Black Mirror since the British seasons because I used to watch them so quickly. There was only 3 episodes a season. I was like, oh, I should take my time with them. And now there's all these seasons. And also, I just feel like it would just depress me so much at the moment. Any recent cinema trips? No. I would like to go see Warfare, which is Alex Garland's new movie. But I am very excited about a movie that's coming out called Weapons. Have you heard about this? I mean, I'd love to play the trailer on here. I'm not. I think I'd get a copyright strike. Absolutely creepy. But it's the director of Zach Cregger for Barbarian. Dude, I would love to get Zach on the show sometime and talk to him. But like, he's big. He's big now. He's massive. But yeah, this. Can we see the full image? Is it not going to let us? That's Zach Cregger. Ugh. Can I? That's... Why is it not letting me scroll down? What's going on? What is going on? I mean, this is great. Just kids just start randomly. Go watch the trailer. Trailer is awesome. It's how you do a horror trailer. And Barbarian... I loved that horror movie, Barbarian. Don't look anything to do with Barbarian. Just watch the horror movie. The opening act is one of the most amazing opening acts in a horror movie. Incredible. Okay, I'm just reading. You've seen the trailer for Weapons. What cosplay costume would you wear? I mean, I would love to start learning proper cosplay. I'd love to like do a Final Fantasy character or something like that. I mean, I dress up as Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko because I have the full official costume. With all the kids Naruto running. Yes, that's exactly what I thought. Apart from yourself, who are your favourite YouTubers? Ryan Mystic is like totally up there. Ryan Mystic is amazing, and I want to get him on the show sometime. He's wicked. Really, really solid guy. Excellent for news on PlayStation. Did I know that Canada's new Prime Minister was Governor of the Bank of England? Yep. Carney. Yep, I knew of him. I didn't know he was Canadian. Yeah. Solid Snake. Well, I always talked about the character that people thought I looked like. I've done this before. People always thought I looked like Carlos in Resident Evil 3 remake in the poster when I had long hair. Can I? Is it gonna let me zoom in on this one? Let's find out. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm clicking zoom in, and as I'm zooming in, it's zooming out of the actual image. But anyway, people said I looked like him when I had my hair long. It's funny. It's amusing to me. It's amusing to me. But Solid Snake would be a good one. Oh, space on my computer's getting low. What are the origins of the stop sign in the back? Does anyone recognise this? Come on. You guys know what this stop sign's from. It is official as well. Wasn't cheap. You know it. You know this. It's great, isn't it? It's proper metal. God, you could do some damage with that. But yeah. It's from The Last of Us. It's from The Last of Us. Last of Us. Yep. Fireflies logo. I mean, this is the logo, the Fireflies logo. I just don't want to show any spoilers on screen by mistake, so let me just take it off for a minute. I want to find the. Yeah, it was from this. Is it gonna let me? Oh God, just let me. Yeah, it was from this. It was from the original like teaser. Obviously, that's a bit more battered than the one I've got, but yeah. There we go. Oh, we only got 3 minutes left. Get the questions in. How often do you cook compared to ordering food each week on average? Oh my goodness, it's quite bad at the moment. Although, I mean, I probably order food maybe 3 times a week. And normally it's on a Monday or Tuesday because I am at my desk for like 12, 13 hours and I just back-to-back meetings and I just don't have a chance. Don't even have time to cook. I mean, right now, after this, I'm probably going to go and make myself some cereal. Or peanut butter on toast. I'm going to do that. That's what I want. It's happening. It's from a place where accents increased by 150% since Myles visited last. What's my favourite game at the moment? I'm actually playing The Last of Us Part 2 again because the remaster came with a mode called No Return, which is like a roguelike mode, and that's really, really good fun. That's like my thing that I just play when I get time. Because they're like, you can do them in 20-minute stints. And I've been playing a bit of 11 table tennis when I have like 10-minute moments between work meetings and stuff like that. And obviously, Spatial Ops, when I was playing it at my parents', that was really, really fun. Which of the new superhero movies are you most interested in? I think Superman reboot looks weird, but Fantastic Four looks awesome. Yeah, Superman, I'm interested. Like, I'm not a Superman fan, but like I think it kind of looked cool. Fantastic Four, yeah, looks interesting. I don't know. I feel like I went through a phase after Endgame of like watching all the Marvel movies and being really sucked in, and then I'm back to like really not being bothered much at all. If you could change one thing you did in the past, what would it be? I mean, it's one of those interesting things, right? There have been definitely bad things I've done in the past, but like everything is like a knock-on effect, and I'm very happy on the timeline I'm now on. But yeah, there have been times where I've probably not been good to people, and wish I'd treated them better, took better care of friendships and relationships with people. But if I could change anything, I wouldn't, is the honest answer. Yeah, like having a takeaway as a once a week thing's really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, Karina's got it right, but I'm at a point now. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just answer whatever. Okay, all right. I think that's it. Who would be my third person? Keanu Reeves, Laura Bailey, and who else am I taking? Like Jordan Peele, maybe? Jordan Peele seems like a cool dude. I know nothing about her. I haven't even seen the movie, but like saw a couple of interviews and she seemed really, really good. She was in Wicked. Was it Cynthia Erivo? Is it? She seemed really cool. Or one more person. Like these are all movies and that. Oh man, I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm gonna have to think. Do you know what's gonna happen? Is I'm gonna remember who that person is. I've been watching loads of interviews of and being like, oh, they're wicked. Shuei Yoshida. Shuei would be awesome. Would be awesome. Absolutely. Brian Poole. I don't know if I could get him on a flight to go on vacation with me. I mean, that'd be cool. We could do it anytime though. Right. Everyone, that is the top of the hour. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in. Do hit the like button before you leave because it just helps me in the algorithm. It makes me feel appreciated. I mean, honestly, if I ever want to feel appreciated, I just hang out with you guys because I love the conversation. There have been 530 comments in this chat. Like it's amazing the amount of engagement there is in terms of like the constant conversation, and it's at a pace where there's a lot going on, but like it's easy to keep up with, and I really, really appreciate all of you. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it there. I'm gonna go make myself some comfort food and then like lie down for a bit maybe before I crack on with a bit more work. But just want to say a massive thank you to everyone out there. Take good care of yourselves. And everyone's so funny. Feel free to leave your final thoughts as we go to credits because, I always like to hear what is on your mind. And, I will get back to live streaming some PSVR 2 games at some point. I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to happen before I head to PAX East next Wednesday, but we will wait and see. I kind of just want to feel like alive because I just feel perpetually exhausted at the moment. And I need to get it out of my bones. I need to go enjoy the sunshine a bit more, do a bit more exercise, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, much love to all of you. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who's been a member, anyone that has just chilled, hung around, people that do super chats or super thanks, as I'm seeing now popping up here and there. Just honestly, incredibly, incredibly grateful. You're amazing. So take good care of yourselves. Love, respect, empathy. And adios. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye in sky. Far away, but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
Thanks, everyone. Really, really appreciate it. That Siago said it just right. This hour flew by. That went so quick. That went so quick. But we got through a lot. And you're good with the questions. And it's just told me. This is what it's just told me right now. I'm just going to show you the screenshot I've just had from my broadcast system. It just said this. Local recording stopped. Local recording has stopped because you are out of disk space on Macintosh HD. So, there we go. I need to clear stuff out. All right, I'm going to go get some food. Much love, everyone. Appreciate you. Be good. Be good.